My fiancée and her parents publicly mocked my late mother at rehearsal dinner. So I called off the wedding in front of all without a second thought. I was 33 when I called off my wedding in front of an entire room. It wasn't impulsive anger. It was years of cracks, insults, and silent betrayals finally breaking open. I met Lydia 6 years ago at a friend's cookout. She had a bright smile and quick humor that drew me in instantly. For years, I believed she was the one I'd spend my life with. But behind that warmth were small cracks that widened over time, most tied to her family, Jack and Donna. My late mother, Patricia, had been the kindest soul I knew. She fought cancer for 3 years before passing 2 years ago, and in her life she gave without ever asking for anything in return. When Jack and Donna's restaurant was on the verge of failing, she co-signed a loan to save them. When their oven broke, she paid outright for a new one. When their son Ryan risked missing graduation due to unpaid tuition, she covered it. They never truly thanked her. In fact, they acted as though her help was meddling, an intrusion. Lydia picked up that same dismissive tone. Whenever I brought up small tributes to my mom, flowers in her memory, a photo at the reception, Lydia brushed them off as too sad for a happy day. I told myself it was cultural differences, personality clashes, anything but malice. I swallowed my unease, hoping love would outweigh it. As the wedding drew closer, the slights grew harder to ignore. Jack would joke that Lydia was upgrading by marrying me. Donna, in her passive-aggressive way, made comments about creating a high-end event, unlike anything from my back-home roots. One evening, while finalizing details at their house, I suggested simpler centerpieces my mom would have loved. Donna smirked, calling my mom's taste interesting, and Lydia stayed silent, scrolling her phone. That silence cut deeper than the insult. Still, I buried the hurt. I told myself that once the wedding was over, things would settle. The rehearsal dinner was the breaking point. Jack and Donna hosted it at a lavish restaurant, making it feel more like their business party than our celebration. The room was filled mostly with their relatives and associates. Only a handful from my side were present. During speeches, Jack smirked as he praised Lydia, adding she would keep me grounded, a dig at me not being who they envisioned for their daughter. Donna followed, joking that Lydia had taught me so much, since I didn't mind getting my hands dirty. Laughter rippled through the room at my expense. Then Jack returned to the mic and acknowledged my mom. He called her a meddlesome woman who inserted herself by helping them, even when unasked. They turned her generosity into a cruel punchline. I froze, my chest burned. And then I saw Lydia, laughing softly, whispering if I was okay, as if mocking my mom's memory was harmless fun. Something inside me snapped. I pushed back my chair, the scrape echoing through the silent room. Are you serious? I demanded. My voice shook, but it carried. I listed every sacrifice my mom had made for them, saving their business, buying their equipment, paying their son's tuition, only for them to spit on her memory. Good fun. Donna rolled her eyes and called me sensitive. Lydia tugged at my sleeve, whispering for me to sit down. I couldn't. I walked out, joined by my dad, sister, and a few close friends. But as I stood outside, a thought gnawed at me. If I left quietly, they'd twist this and make me the villain. So I went back in. The room hushed as I stood at the front. My voice was steady this time. This wedding is off. I will not marry into a family that mocks my mother and disrespects me. Gasps filled the room. Jack shouted it was a mistake. Donna begged me to calm down. Lydia looked at me with wide, tearful eyes, but I knew the truth. The real mistake would be marrying into that family. I left for good that night. The next morning, my phone exploded with messages. Jack called me ungrateful. Donna painted herself as the victim. Lydia sent desperate apologies, saying she was scared to stand up to them, that she could fix it if I gave her another chance. Her words felt hollow. It wasn't just her parents, it was her silence that broke us. Days later, while sorting through my mom's keepsake box, I noticed something missing. Her cherished family locket, passed down through generations and entrusted to me. My stomach sank. I remembered Lydia borrowing it during one of her visits after the breakup, saying it made her feel closer to me. She had left it at her parents' house for safekeeping. I was livid. I texted her, accused her of stealing what wasn't hers, and drove straight to their house. Lydia cried, begged me not to think badly of her. I took the locket back, slammed the door behind me, and blocked her everywhere. That was the last time I saw or spoke to her. The whole ordeal drained me. But in the quiet that followed, I felt something unexpected. Peace. I had defended my mother's legacy, stood up for myself, and walked away from a life that would have been built on constant disrespect. My dad later told me, "Your mom would be proud." And for the first time in a long while, I truly believed it.